are you?
Good. Sorry, I just had cataract surgery, so I'm not trying to.
You're looking great.
I'm not trying to be Bono here. I'm just.
Totally understand. But
Tim Hodgson.
it's a man of mystery. It's a good look on you.
I think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Look, very excited to be here. We signed a joint declaration on critical minerals. We had 3 new projects that were announced today between Canadian and German companies on the critical minerals front. We had very good discussions on Germany's interest in Canadian liquefied natural gas and on continuing the development of ammonia and hydrogen supplies from Canada to Europe. Very constructive conversations. The Prime Minister and the Chancellor very much view our 2 countries as having shared values and shared vision around trading, and we're here to capitalize on that for both the people of Canada and for the people of Germany.
Minister, on LNG, the press release talks about, I think, furthering discussions with the Germans on LNG. Is there something new to report there?
So, what we heard from German industry today was, and quite frankly from the minister as well, is Germany sees natural gas as a transition fuel. I think there was a view prior to a few years ago that the need for natural gas would be relatively minor and relatively short term. And I think what we all realize post the Ukraine, post what's happening with AI, that natural gas is going to be a transition fuel that's in greater demand in Germany and for a longer period of time. Canada has the opportunity to be a great partner to Germany in that regard. What has changed is, as of June, Canada started shipping its first LNG shipments. We have the enviable situation of producing the lowest carbon footprint natural gas of any country in the world. It's because of the way we liquefy the natural gas. We do it with clean energy. And so that's a tremendous opportunity to work together with Germany to deal with the energy transition Germany has and supply a great product that's low in carbon and produced in conjunction with First Nations.
The Prime Minister mentioned 2 things today that was very interesting. The Port of Churchill and the Port of Montreal announcement in 2 weeks. Can you give us a bit of detail? I know you have some quite love for Port of Churchill, if I may say.
So I'm not going to jump in front of the Prime Minister. I think what he said was the Port of Montreal is a critical piece of infrastructure for expanding trade, particularly with Europe. It's a port that we will be very focused on seeing expanded, and I think it's one of the projects that will get talked about. I think Churchill is also a tremendous opportunity. It's an underutilized port today. Premier Canoe has been very clear that he is very supportive of expanding the Port of Churchill for both the export of critical minerals, for the export of more agricultural products, and potentially for the export of natural gas. And there are proponents here today who are interested in that, who are talking to potential German customers about that. Now that's an early stage, but I think what the Prime Minister was referring to is there seems to be a desire on the part of Germany to buy our natural gas, and we have a desire from proponents, a province, and First Nations to develop that for German customers.
What's the timeline for building the kind of port and pipeline infrastructure that would just allow you to export as much as you want to sell and as much as they want to buy?
So I'm not an engineer. I think the goal and what I've seen the proponents talking about is being able to ship in as little as 5 years from. So that's what their goal is.
There are also
Could you guarantee-
significant
oh, sorry,
concerns
next.
about putting pipelines through ice as well. What do you make of those concerns and the environmental concerns around it?
What we've been very clear is any projects we build will be done in an environmentally responsible way. We will do them in the best possible way. And I'm not going to jump in front of the specifics, but there are clearly examples of these types of pipelines that exist in the world that can be done safely and responsibly.
Can you
And for
guarantee that
Canadians-
liquid oil will not be moving through Hudson Bay or through Churchill?
I'm not aware of a proponent who's talking about that right now.
And for Canadians at home, how much economic impact can they expect to see from the 3 projects that were mentioned?
I don't have the specific numbers. What I can tell you is, for example, on the rare earths, Canada is in a position to develop the only mine to magnets supply chain, complete supply chain outside of China in the world. That is an incredibly important thing from a sovereignty and security perspective. And it gives us, to go back to the analogy of cards, it gives us a really nice card. It gives us a really great card with our allies, our like-minded allies, and it takes a card out of the hands of people who might have a different perspective in the world.
Quick question on financing. I wonder if the Government of Canada, as it did with Trans Mountain, is considering participating in an equity stake in either mineral developers or transporters of energy, or might assist with some other levels of financing as we approach the budget. In other words, other than signing partnerships, is there some tangible way the Government of Canada will put some skin in the game financially to help private sector proponents?
So there's a number of different tools that we have, be it through the Canada Infrastructure Bank, through CDEV, through EDC, through BDC, through
But some of
SIF.
these are so risky, these projects, that even BDC is not going to take that risk on. That's why we bought Trans Mountain, because of the risk profile. Needed the government backing it, right?
So again, there are tools like the Canada Growth Fund that take first of a kind risk. The government is going to use all the tools it has to responsibly develop projects, to do it in a way that's responsible for Canadian taxpayers, and do it in the right environmental way and in conjunction with First Nations.
And when you speak with German investors interested in our raw minerals or critical minerals, do we face a credibility gap because it takes time to get projects going, approved, and actually being developed and exploited? What's the kind of conversation you're having with those investors?
I looked around that room today, and there were an awful lot of German companies that were pretty interested in working with us. I think the fact that we had 3 agreements today suggests that people think we can get it done. So now we're going to do it.
So you would
I
see
think
European supply as the key.
I'm sorry, I need to run. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Minister.
Merci,
Thank you.
merci, Monsieur
And you look great, look.
Yes.